Hello Galaxy Commanders and welcome to this video for Infinite Galaxy. So one thing directly at the beginning, because now every one of you is still here, we got a post on the official Infinite Galaxy Facebook site and they are promoting Happy Galaxy Gaming. So I will ask all of you, please go there, give this post a like. I would love to see that this post gets more likes than any other post they ever had on the Infinite Galaxy Facebook site. That would be amazing. So I ask everyone on our Discord already, and now also I ask everyone here in this video, please go to the Infinite Galaxy Facebook site. The link is also in the description of the video. Scroll down to the Happy Galaxy Gaming post and click the like button. And now let's have a look at the crew member, the captain system tier list. And today we want to make a list where we rate the different crew members, how well do they perform as captain. Before we do that, I just want to go through a few basics that will make it easier for you to understand later why we rate which crew member, how we do it. So first thing, legendary crew members will give you a lot of stats. This is good because it will increase also your crew tree, and this will unlock bonies for all your fleets. Now you can say sure, but they also give me high bonies for the flagship. That is right, but keep in mind tech bonus HP only counts for the flagship, not for the whole fleet. The leadership, yes, it increases the leadership, but overall, if a crew member has no value in their captain skill or in their crew skill, I would always recommend that you use stat points in crew, as you will have a higher benefit from them as compared to using them as captain. Next thing is, there are certain crew members like Helen that will give you a laser bonus when set as crew, and they will give you a laser bonus when set as captain. As you can see, the laser bonus as captain is significantly higher than as crew, but keep in mind it only works now for one single flagship, not for all your fleets, only for one fleet. Therefore, we will see a differentiation between crew members like Helen that raises a specific skill that's only used by a few warships, and people like here you that increases warship armor, or the same for Yiling, where we have an increase in armor and an increase in HP as crew member, and the same we would have armor and shield and HP as captain. So this was also armor and shield. As every warship will benefit from armor, HP and shield, I would always recommend you to keep these in crew, as you just can multiply this benefit times 3 or times 4 depending how many fleets you have. And if you use them as captain, you will have this only by 1. So this is, I think, the most important part to understand for understanding why and how we will rate now our crew members. Let's switch over to the tier list maker. I already prepared the crew members here, put the names on them, have the screenshots of all of them. Molly, I don't have her, she's the only one that I'm missing, but I think, yeah, we can live with this picture. So, we already saw one of the crew members I think is fantastic. More for me, this is S tier, is Helen. She is my captain already. Laser weapons is something you will only use on specific fleets, not on all your fleets. I have one fleet set up with laser cruisers, and this is a fleet where Helen is my captain. And the same goes then for Aldrich. Um, Aldrich will do the same thing for kinetic weapons, and Justin doing this for missile weapons. So these three are perfect candidates to be used as captain in one of your flagships. Other ones that are up there as number one are Goodman. He's doing in damage increase for cruisers only. Then we do have for destroyers Amelia, and we do have for frigates Michael. Coming next, in my opinion, is Bolt. Um, Bolt is an amazing captain for your gathering fleet. He increases load and planet gathering. These are two things that you need to get resources from a planet. Um, and his skills as crew member are not so amazing. He is legendary, so that means you will very likely lose a few points in your crew tree, and you will get these points in your gather flagship, in your gather fleet. But as his skills as crew member are not so overwhelming, I put him there as really good captain for your gather fleet. Um, and yeah, he's really good in that. Another one we do have there, so that is Bruno. Um, Bruno also gives us attack, which would be useful for all fleets, but in special he's also boosting the missile. So as he's giving attack and missile, he is you can put him wherever you want. Keep also in mind that you can demote captains and use them again in your crew if you want to. But if you have one specific missile type fleet, this could be a very, very nice addition there. Boosting missile attack, so missile damage and attack at the same time, can be quite beneficial. And the last one I would put into a category is Molly, because same for her. She's boosting HP, which is good for all fleets, and laser. So if she would only boost laser, she would be here. I put her in A. That doesn't mean that she's not better in boosting laser than Helen. It is more that you benefit from her HP boost quite a lot when you have her also in crew. So I would put Helen as captain, and I would put Molly into the crew, so I have 2 times laser boost, but all my fleets will also get the HP boost from Molly. So I hope you understand the reason for this kind of rating. Um, the S tier is really much, much more beneficial to have them as captain compared to having them as crew member, while the A tier is still very, very good as crew member, but you already start losing something when you use them in captain mode. Good, so let's see. Next we have Laura. Why do I put Laura in B? That's mainly because of her skill. She's increasing flagship attack. Flagship attack is not really something very beneficial for your fleets. Your flagship is doing a very, very small amount of damage compared to your warships. Therefore, you always should try to boost your warship damage and not really go for flagship damage. Together with Laura, I do see Greg there. Um, Same for Greg. He's good somehow for gathering, but this is not as good as Bolt, and therefore I would more use him in my crew setup to get my stat points really high and get these crew tree bonus. And from there we start to go already down. I do have Zen here. Um, Mainly this is C category because the buffs that they bring to your fleet is not very beneficial. She's increasing speed. We do also have Rebecca here. Rebecca gives you titanium buff. If you want or need her there, you can do it, but the benefit you get from her skills is not really amazing. We do have Harvey increasing flagship armor. As it is flagship armor, not really so good to be used there. Freeman increasing load capacity. John increasing flagship attack. Then we come to Lincoln, who's increasing gathering speed, but only certain types of. And then there is Dorothy with flagship HP. Um, all of these not really the main goal for skills that you want on your captain. Now let's take a look at the last category, Yearling. Yearling brings amazing buffs. Every flagship, every fleet, every warship in all your fleets benefits from this. Don't put her as captain. Use her as crew members. Get the most out of her skills. The same thing for Rubia. Her buffs, her skills will buff all your fleets, all your warships. So don't use them as captain. They are really very, very good to be used as crew members. If you put them as captain, you do waste quite a lot of potential. You is bringing warship armor. Robbie is bringing warship armor. Madeline is bringing warship HP. Therefore, we also don't want to use them. And then I do have one last crew member. Let's take a look at this one directly here. When we take a look at Amagi, here we have her. She has replace component, so she's increasing the repair speed. It is something I nearly never use. First, the increase is pretty low, and second, most of the time I just forget to switch her in. But she does increase titanium and deuterium collection from planets. So I mentioned this in the other video, and that's the reason why I switched to the game to go to this. If you check your details, at least for me it is like this, my planet gathering for titanium is much, much higher than for any other resource. So I get more resources per minute I stay on a planet. So that means per energy I stay on a planet when I mine titanium. And therefore this works perfectly with the skill from her. And that is the reason why I do put her now also in A tier. Amagi in A tier. Increased repair speed is not bad, but if you use your planet gathering energy for deuterium or titanium, then Amagi is a great captain there, as long as you don't want to put Bolt into the gathering flagship for this. So I hope you understand the reason why they are rated like this. For the S tier, it is pretty straightforward. You gain most if you use these crew members directly in your flagship. Keep in mind, you will not use all 6 of them, even if you have them. You can only use 3 or 4 of them. The maximum fleet number at the moment is 4 fleets. So you cannot use all of them, and therefore you can always decide which one is best where. So that's it for the tier list of the crew members. Okay, so hope you liked the video, and if you didn't do it, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, join our Discord server, and then I'll see you on the next video.